read about it in Springfield. I was like, and you mean Kim Zimmer was not there in the scene to watch and listen to that? I mean, that's all that was missing. I was like, where was Reva Shane at listening to this?
Exactly. Where was Reva Shane?
I was like, wow. But, yeah, so I kind of felt that maybe that's where it stemmed from that point. So it's possible. It's possible they went back to that. But I don't know. That some things pop out of the blue on soaps anyway, so who's to say?
And would you like to see Patrick with Sabrina?
I would like to see Patrick move on. Especially if they cannot get Kimberly McCullough back on a more consistent basis. I would like to see him move on. Now, would that be with Sabrina? Maybe, maybe not. Brittany, while interesting as that was, she's too much of a bitch for him. And I did find it interesting how people, especially one in particular, my friend Tim on Twitter, was basically saying that they think Britt and Nicholas Cassadine would be a good couple. And I think so, too. I think that would be hot. If Tyler Christopher ever comes back to the show as Nicholas, I think they should put those two together. But as far as Patrick and Sabrina go as a couple, I couldn't see that. I don't think that would work. I like the girl.
I do too.
I like her in her scenes with Emma, but I don't see them working as a couple. I just don't see it working.
I don't either. To me, she seems like the type that would fit better with a Spinelli.
That too, and I kind of feel like she's more like a sister to the family now than that of a romantic interest. Right.
Yeah, I couldn't. No, I don't get that either. So we'll have to just see what happens there. What do you think about AJ and Elizabeth?
That would be really good. I honestly think that would be an interesting couple. My other thing, too, is that with Lisa LoCicero now without Scott Reeves, I'm kind of wondering maybe they could do a little bit of an Liz, AJ, Olivia triangle, get that going. That would be really, really good.
Yeah, once AJ and Elizabeth get a little bit more of a romantic relationship going, then throw Olivia in there. Because I think at the beginning it wouldn't be a big deal, since they're not, either one of them are really invested in each other yet. And, of course, Scott's just now leaving, which is kind of is sad. I mean, I almost felt like crying when Olivia cried, because nobody can cry like Lisa.
No, she's really good. She is a spitfire. Gotta love her.
Yeah, but it would be great to see her, not as calm, and get off of this psychic stuff. I'm not caring for that.
Yeah, that's time for that to end too. Put that and the whole split personality things behind us, and then we're good to go. Yeah, definitely. Who else? Who else are couples? I'm still loving Carly's haircut. Laura Wright brought back my cut from the Guiding Light days.
Well, then Don will know exactly what you're talking about. That is so true. I loved her hair. I always wanted her hair. I always said, gosh, if I could have her hair. I mean, it was always in place, got beautiful, thick, gorgeous hair. So, yeah, I'm digging the cut, too.
When she got that cut again, when she posted a pic of her drinking wine, we were all going like, oh, my gosh, she got her hair cut. And then me and Ryan were like, she got her hair cut back to when she was on Guiding Light. And I was like,
that's right.
I was so happy because that was one of my she looked hot in that cut. She looked hot in that cut.
Yes,
she looks
she
hot
did,
now with that cut.
She's not aged a drop since Guiding Light, but all Guiding Light fans who have seen that pic are just like in heaven, because that's like the closest thing to Guiding Light in some respects.
You noticed
we get.
And you noticed too, Dawn, that when this happened, when she fixed herself up, she got this haircut and everything, notice her style changed too.
Yeah,
yes,
it did. Definitely. It really did.
And I
She's
like her with Roger.
Anyway.
I know a lot of people are upset about that because, of course, they want, Cassie DePaiva back on as Blair. And I would love that too, but she's not on there. So, Roger's got to move on. Blair moved on, so why not with Carly? I think they have great chemistry together.
They really do. They do. And what do you think about now? I know we talked about Julie Marie Berman leaving the show. What about Brandon Barash leaving the show?
Oh, I know. We were just talking about that. Remember, Dawn, the other day when we had the show, and I said to Michelle in the chat room, I go, all right, he's been given 20 years in jail. What are they going to do? Show him every now and again talking when somebody goes to visit him in jail? I mean, how are they going to get him out of that? I said, is he leaving the show? And she says, not that I heard of. I said, well, go find out because, she always tweets us the articles that she finds. And none of us heard anything about it. So, but we kind of knew with that happening that he was going to end up off the show. Unless they got him out on a clause or something, but yeah, I'm kind of upset. I like Johnny.
I think he wanted to leave for a while too. I know there's a lot of speculation going there, but I will not comment on that.
Yeah, I know. Me too.
But, I didn't think it was a serious tweet when I first saw it because obviously how he ended it was how he wanted to follow his dream in the NBA. And now it's just like when he confirmed it, I'm just like, well, damn. But if he wanted to leave, he wanted to leave. I wish him so much in his future endeavors. And I agree with Jamie Giddens from Daytime Confidential. I would love to see him on The Young and the Restless as Scott Fenmore.
Oh, that would be so cool. That would be great. I would love to see that too. And I heard that, now it's just a rumor, of course. I don't know if I heard it or read it. I never know these days. That Bradford Anderson is the next one to go.
I heard that too. Again, I don't know. But we'll see. I mean, honestly, he's the only one that's left out of Pork Chop.
I know, that's what I was thinking. First the band falls apart, and then all the GH characters are gone because Steve Burton left,
I think, though, you might have a point because I don't know. They're really not giving him much to do.
Right.
I mean, he has Ellie, and then there's Maxie, but without Jason there, really, what are they giving him?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, he could at least go back to the PI business or get into, work with the police force or, well, I don't know, something. But yeah, he's left with really no job. And then Tracy, I think I was watching today, I caught a few minutes of it here and there. She was talking about taking his house away or his apartment or something. What was she talking about? Did you see it?
I didn't get to see it today since I was at work, so I missed it. I'll watch it. I'm going to watch it on the Sputnik airing in a few, but yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, because he actually, well, I don't know if I want to say anything, but he actually did something, and you'll see it later on, and because of what Tracy said to him.
Oh, okay.
We'll see how that gets explained, too. That's so funny. But Dom has been on the phone since we started this interview and chat, and he's chomping at the bit, so I'm going to go ahead and bring him on so he can have his say. Are you with us, Dom?
I am. Good evening, all. How are you doing?
Hey, how are you?
I'm doing all right, and it's kind of funny that I'm on the same show with Novell because when news broke that a man named Ryan Biddle was going to be the new J.R. Chandler, he and me, myself, and Novell were talking about a little show called Sweet Valley High that featured Mr. Ryan Biddle about 1994, and not long after that conversation was the news that that same man was cast as new J.R. Chandler. So I tweeted to Novell, I was like, remember when we were talking about Sweet Valley High? And I showed him the link. He was like, oh.
That was too funny. We were. It was just like, it was probably like, what, the night before that news broke, and we were on Twitter talking about Sweet Valley High, and lo and behold, here we are seeing it the next day that, oh yeah, by the way, Ryan Biddle is going to be J.R. Chandler, who used to star in Sweet Valley High, and I was like, are you kidding? I thought that was cute.
Yeah, for those who are listening, like Sweet Valley, what's he talking about? In 1994, the people who made Power Rangers, the people who made Power Rangers, made a television adaptation of Sweet Valley High that ran in syndication and on UPN for 3 years. And this actor, Ryan Biddle, was on the show playing one of the protagonist boyfriends or something, I don't know. And then, lo and behold, here we are 19 years later, and he's going to be the new J.R. Chandler.
Right.
Yeah, see, I didn't know him, and I didn't watch that show, so I'm not familiar with him.
Well, like I said, it's Sweet Valley High. If anybody ever read the books, they just basically took the books and brought them to TV. That was it. But it is interesting. It is interesting that we're going to start the new AMC with J.R. Nakoma, because it does tie into the one thought I've had since the final show on ABC, that J.R. turned the gun on himself.
Yeah, that's what we thought too. Once we heard, especially when we heard that, we pretty much thought that that's what happened, is that he turned the gun on himself. So instead of shooting anybody there at the party.
Unfortunately, there is something else. We are so happy. If you're a fan of Ethan Regal, you're happy about the fact that she's coming back as Bianca for a bit. Unfortunately, Sarah Glendenning is not coming back as Marissa. So we are left with one of two possibilities here. Well, actually three. Number one, there's going to be a recast somewhere down the line. Number two, Bianca had yet another breakup, and we thought this would be the one that lasted. Or JR did manage to land one shot before turning the gun on himself.
What do you guys think?
Yeah, I can see that happening.
Well, we all know that Eden's strength is when Bianca's miserable, so I wouldn't be that shocked either. Although, if nothing else, she's going to look a lot harder, because did you see the promo pics BT put out of the behind the scenes shows?
Oh, man.
They're
steaming, aren't they?
I have never seen Eden Regal in shorts. I swear, 10 years on all my children, it was either tight jeans, jeans, slacks, skirts, dresses, whatever. Never saw her in hot pants, and I'm like, damn.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I'm happy that she's coming back. All due respect to Christina Lynn. I thought she did a great job for the last year and a half, but Eden crystallized the role. She made it her own, and I'm very happy that she's coming back.
I was very surprised when the news broke that Eden Regal was going to come back and reprise the role of Bianca for the reboot. I didn't expect it, and I was just very surprised, and I was very excited to see her again in the part. So mad props to her.
My thoughts exactly, too. I was very shocked that she was going back on there, but I'm very happy about it.
I'm very happy that Kendall also wasn't shot and killed either, since they managed to get her to make a cameo on the series. So make it a longer visit, please. But
yes.
Well, I got a sad feeling that if they can't get Alicia Minshew back full time, and Kendall is going to come back for one episode, then I've got a feeling that Zach and Kendall are split up again.
Oh boy. Cue the Kendall fans on Twitter.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to stir the pot, but it's like, look, we all know that the entire original cast was not going to come back. We knew this going in, so they would have to decide how to write out those who wouldn't be returning. Like for example, Chriselle Scouse and Ricky Paul Golden. That's easy to write off. Just have Jake and Amanda move out. That's a simple thing to do. Simple. But when you have, Torsten K coming back, but not Torsten K and Alicia Minshew, then you have to come up with something. So, and with Kendall actually coming back, we know that she didn't get gunned down by JR, so I'm thinking either a long business trip or a divorce, one of the two. Considering the tumultuous history of Zach and Kendall, I'm leaning towards the latter, sad to say.
Yeah, anything's possible.